How's it going out there? Good evening. Happy Monday night. My name's Stefan Couture, coming to you live from the Parlour. We're doing the Motif magazine Between the Lines podcast. It's really nice to be here. Play you some songs. I haven't done one of these podcasts since I did my old little virtual campfire sets back during the pandemic, so it's always funny. I've been playing all these live shows again, and I always get a little nervous playing in front of a camera and no audience. But anyway, I'm going to sing you some of my songs. This is an old one, a little song called The Way We Were.
Maybe it has already begun. And I was so scared that I didn't belong. Sometimes you find out you're more right than you're wrong. And all these days are such a blur. Think that was the way we were. Is true. My heart is blind. Why do I feel as if I've wasted my time? The story's told, lost rivers found. The answer to the truth is our solid ground. And I was so scared that I didn't belong. Sometimes you find out you're more right than you're wrong. And all these days are such a blur. Just to think that was the way we were. Just to think that was the way we were. Just to think that was the way we were. just think that was the way we were. New song, a little song written during the pandemic, a little song called Rules All Changed. Coming out on a new EP I'm going to be putting out this fall. It's going to be called The Trapdoor Companion. It's one of the songs. Well, I swear I saw it all. Lived enough moments, made me crawl. Swear you'll never get the best of me, 'cause my heart is truly free. These days time moves slower. Maybe that song never remained the same. It's like we're living on a roller coaster, riding through the dark as the rules all change. Woke up this morning with the walls closing in. Another day, I don't know where to begin. I sip my coffee, pull my head from the clouds. Found myself getting lost in the crowd. These days, time moves slower. Maybe that song never remained the same. It's like we're living on a roller coaster, riding through the dark as the rules all change. The rules all changed. The 4th of July came and went. I wonder if you'll ever think of me now and again. These days you can't help but wonder, reveals all your blunders, makes you realize who is your friend. Who is your friend? Well, it's funny what you find when you turn over every stone. It makes me wonder if I'm really on my own. Going through dark days that I swear would never end. It made me wonder, who is my friends? These days time moves slower. Maybe that song never remained the same. It's like we're living on a roller coaster, riding through the dark. I'm always riding through the dark. I was riding through the dark as the rules all changed. rules all changed. Well, I swear I saw it all. Lived enough moments that made me crawl. I swear you'll never get the best of me, because my heart is truly free.
Thank you out there. My name's Stefan Couture, if you're just tuning in. I'm a singer-songwriter from here in northern Rhode Island, right up 146. Singing a bunch of original tunes tonight. This is a song off a record I put out many moons ago called Ghost in the Rearview. A little song called Such Is Life.
A gray morning turns into a gray afternoon. Spend my whole life sending postcards to the moon. Watched it all go dark after it seemed so clear. Never know what you got till one day it disappears. Saw an old man on the corner. He was wearing a frown. I came up from behind him and told him he was a clown. In the circus he's smiling. Man, it's funny what people believe. My best friend told me a while ago, oh, such as life. Once upon a time, thought could build a spaceship in my yard. Pretend I'm a scientist, how could it be so very hard? Once upon a time, the moon didn't seem so far away. As I got older, it got further every day. Spent my whole life dreaming. If I could think it, maybe it was real. Now it's a bunch of years later, and that's still the way I feel. That's how you know. Everybody says you're wasting your time. Too bad you don't get paid for how hard you try. I got a good feeling that the old neighborhood gonna be surprised. Gonna be surprised. The first words are always the hardest. The first cry, my friend, is always the loudest. In the beginning, you're always too damn nervous, and it's often hard to think for yourself. My best friend says I can be anything I want. Sometimes that's the hardest thing to believe. She looks you in the eyes. I see things I never thought I could see. When it comes to making decisions, I feel like she's a part of me. She's the one who told me, such as life. such as you and me. Maybe, I don't know.
Thank you. Got time for a couple more for you out there. Again, my name's Stefan Couture, very sweaty singer-songwriter from northern Rhode Island. Singing you my songs on Monday night over here, between the notes with Motif in the Parlour. This is a new song too. It's a new song called Chutes and Ladders.
Where do we go from here? I really don't know. Every day is like a choose your own adventure, just avoiding the undertow. Where did it go wrong? How can it be that these four walls form my perception and these songs my reality? Not gonna bite my lip no more. I've seen better days and I believe there's so much more in store. One day you realize that all these things don't really matter. I'm so tired of going up and down. I'm so tired of going up and down and up and down. I'm so tired of going up and down in this game of chutes and ladders. It's all the same, and nothing's changed. It's like we're all going backwards while fighting to stay sane. Time goes on and on and on. I believe that there's somewhere I belong. One day you realize that all this stuff don't really matter. I'm so tired of going up and down. So tired of going up and down and up and down. I'm so tired of going up and down in this game. 2 steps forward, then you go back 10. It's getting harder and harder to start over again. Now can't you see why all these things don't really matter in this game of chutes and ladders? In this game of chutes and ladders. Where do we go from here? I really don't know. Every day is like a choose your own adventure, just avoiding the undertow. Where did it go wrong? How can it be that these four walls form my perception and these songs my reality? Not gonna bite my lip no more. I've seen better days and I believe there's so much more in store. One day you realize that so many things don't matter. I'm so tired of going up and down. So tired of going up and down and up and down. I'm so tired of going up and down in this game of chutes and ladders. In this game of chutes and ladders. Where do we go from here?
Cool. You got time for one more? All right. Cool. All right, we're going to do one more for you. Anyway, my name is Stefan Couture. It's been a pleasure to play you some songs virtually out in the airwaves and into your homes. Do one more for you. It's another old one. It's called Considered. Then we're going to take a break, I think, and then do a little interview with Tessa. Anyway, this is a song off of Ghost in the Rearview. You can find it on Apple Music, Spotify, all those places. A record called Ghost in the Rearview. The song's called Considered.
Do you think you really watch over us? Yeah, like the moon and the stars, defending your own righteousness in a series of parked cars. I'm not sure how I got here. All I know is I was born. As time opened, the crucified for standing here this long. But sometimes all those things, they mean everything. Over all of those things, consider. If there was still marching, or has it taken them too long? Inspired by the serpent spot, who knows if they were wrong? Standing in a tornado track, just going against the grain. The same things that make you live are the same make you go insane. Na na na. Oh, make you go insane. Sometimes all those things, they mean everything. Oh, for all of those things, consider. All those things, consider. Used to watch the pouring rain, was wondering when things were gonna change, and I don't know when. And I don't know why. So stared out on me and the great big sky. I used to watch the pouring rain. I was wondering when things were gonna change, and I don't know when. And I don't know why. It's just little old me and the great big sky. great big sky. Great big sky. Thank you very much. My name's Stefan Couture. Nice to be playing for you on a Monday night. Usually an off night. Nice to be playing. Thanks for having me, guys. If you like what you're hearing, follow me over on Stefan Couture Music on Facebook and Instagram. Visit me at stefancouture.com, upcoming dates and all that fun stuff. Till next time, be good to one another, be kind. Thank you very much. Be right back. We're going to do a little interview. Thank you.
Hello and welcome back to Motifs Between the Notes, sponsored by Trinity Beer Garden, R1 Indoor Karting, and Gray Sale. I'm Tess Lyons today here with Stefan Couture. How are you doing today?
Great. How you doing, Tessa?
Good, thanks. I'm doing good because you just put on such a great performance.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
So let's start. When did you first pick up a guitar? You seem to know what you're doing with it.
I first started playing guitar when I was 12 years old, I think.
12 years old?
At 12 years old, I started playing guitar, started taking lessons, and I've been doing it for almost 40 years, I think. No, 35. I don't know how many years. A long time.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been playing music since I was since I was 12, and I've been gigging since I was probably 15 or 16, and took a break from it and got back into music when everything shut down.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you decided this was your path after the pandemic, would you say?
It's something that I've always loved to do, but then with work and life finds a way to get in the way sometimes. And I don't know. I just stopped playing music little by little, as time and
As
jobs
the real
and,
world comes
yeah,
into it, yeah.
And then when everything kind of stopped, it was I really wasn't sure what to do with my time. You know what I mean? Because I've never really had all that time in a long time. So it was fun to get back and start doing the things that actually really get you going.
That's interesting. I feel like a lot of people turn to bread making and stuff like that,
Yeah.
not finding their way back to their passion. So that's really cool.
Yeah. I mean, I would just play maybe 1 or 2 gigs a year, and then it was 1 gig a year, and then it was just a couple of years without gigs.
That's definitely changed because
Yeah.
I was on your website looking stuff up, and the list of gigs, you have so many gigs.
Yeah, it's
How
a little
often do you
crazy.
think that you play?
I play about Saturdays, Sundays, twice a week. I'm probably 8 to 9 times a month,
Oh my
which
God.
is with work and everything. I feel like I'm kind of burning the candle at both ends.
Yeah.
And June's a little bit crazy, but then July's gonna slow down a little bit.
You
And-
played at PVD Fest. How was
Yeah,
that?
that was incredible. It was a really, really good time. I played last year was my first time getting involved, but then it was just these satellite concerts throughout the city, and they weren't, they didn't get to have the big event like they had this year again for the first time in, was it 2.5, 3 years, I
I
think.
think so. I think since 2019.
Yeah, 2019. Yeah, it was really exciting. I played on the Union Street stage and had a
Nice.
nice little crowd, and it was echoing through the city. It was just nice to see the city back up alive and
Yeah.
happening again.
PVD Fest is so cool because I was walking down and I was I'm never standing in this exact spot. I'm always driving by it or
Yeah.
something. So it's cool.
And it was cool. It was a Saturday, 2:30 in the afternoon, so it was a good little slot. A lot of people there. You know.
Nice. Awesome. So you're a Rhode Island-based musician.
Yeah.
How is it being part of the Rhode Island music scene?
I love the Rhode Island music scene, the whole art scene. We got so many great things going on.
What do
in
you
this
think
state.
makes it so great? The size?
Well, that's the thing. I was talking to some people about that this weekend. It's the size of Providence and the amount of talent, and the amount of awesome people in that small area is pretty expansive. We have a lot of great talent, a lot of great writers, all different genres. I mean, it was all on display this weekend down in Providence, and it was just I was excited to be a part of that, because it's so rich with everything from the culture, the food, everything that goes on in the city in this small little area. We got a lot of grit, a lot of good.
It's perfect for collaborations too because
Yeah.
somebody lives in southern Rhode Island,
Yeah.
go up to north, you're
Yeah.
there so
Yeah,
fast.
we
Yeah.
got the breweries, we got restaurants, we got music.
Federal Hill, the best food. Oh
Yeah,
my
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you mentioned performing in front of the camera and how weird it was because
Yeah.
you're so used to live performances now. So during the pandemic, did you do any live streaming or?
Yeah, that's kind of how I got back into doing it, really. I started started doing live streams on Saturday nights on Facebook called The Virtual Campfire. Started probably middle.
Were you
end-
around a campfire?
No, it got ridiculous. I built a set in my basement.
Nice.
Did things with lighting. Fog. I mean, it's ridiculous. Every week it got a little bit more
That's
elaborate.
part of
But
performing.
it was a
You
lot of
gotta-
fun, I mean, it gave me some. I was out of work for 6 months, so
Yeah.
I was what the hell am I going to do with my time? And then I started getting back into playing, and then every week I would put together a set, make a flyer, and kind of make that was what I did.
It was like a purpose.
It was my job.
Yeah. That's
I was
awesome.
I'm gonna make this. All right, I can do every week. So I try to learn new songs, try to write new stuff. So it became a thing that went on for a few months. Maybe about 3 or 4 months actually. Probably did 20-something episodes. And every once in a while I do another one. But it's kind of hard now because every weekend's taken up with
You're performing in real time. You're
ridiculous
performing
amount
live.
of brewery gigs and stuff.
So from that, it just kickstarted, like when the smoke cleared from the beginning of the pandemic. How far off from when you like started playing performances again?
I think I started playing back out live again. I think I played one gig in February 2021, and then that's mostly that spring and summer I got like back out there.
Yeah.
Like it was busier towards the end of the summer, but now it's like it's like I'm booked out until like probably like I think Christmas time.
Oh my God.
Which is like I'm trying to put a record together.
for
I'm
you.
trying to like have a life as well, but I don't know.
Your
it's
last record
something I
came
need
out.
to do, you know?
Did your last record come out in 2002?
I think it was like 2000. Like the one was 2002. I think the other one was 2004.
Okay.
That was my last one. So I'm trying to get together. Like it's a bunch of songs I wrote during the pandemic. I'm gonna call the EP like Trapdoor Companion. I'm thinking
Nice.
about breaking it up into 2 parts, like maybe Volume 1 and Volume 2, because there's like probably about 10 songs, and instead of like putting
Putting
it
it all
all
out.
one,
Yeah.
like try like breaking it up into 2 pieces.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which would be kind of exciting. I'm just trying to get it all together and get some other players and
It
make
seems
it
tough with
interesting.
your
Yeah.
other job and then having a gig every
Yeah.
other day. So-
It's kind of like at first it sounded good on paper, but then like you know, as the month goes on, I'm like, well, I'm pretty shot, you know. But I love doing it. It really makes me. It really gives me joy, and it makes me feel more complete. And it's nice to like get out there and play. Like you have a bummy week at work, and then it's like,
Yeah.
I got Friday and Saturday to redeem myself and get back to work.
Your double life.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, so
That's
I don't know,
awesome.
yeah.
I saw on your website too that you've opened for Train and Guster, and there were names like that.
Yeah, back in the day, we did like some side stage stuff down in Newport with Train.
Nice.
I opened up for Guster like back in the day, and then
I should have
like,
worn my Guster shirt. I'm a huge Guster fan.
old college shows back when they were. I mean, I'm dating myself. I'm
Yeah.
45, so like when they were like in the like late 90s, early 2000s,
That's
did a show with
awesome.
them.
So what do you think your favorite performance or musical memory has been so far? Do you think that it's one of those shows, or is it in more recent years?
One of my most recent was I had the opportunity to open up for Ryan Montbleu over at the Narrow Center in
nice.
Fall River, which was
Love the Narrows.
was a really I'm a big fan, and love his music, and
and
it
that's
was,
a great
it was,
space to play in.
Oh yeah, and everyone listens. It's
Yeah.
like a quiet, it's just I love
It's
shows like
intimate,
that.
yeah. Oh,
And then you
that's
go play a pub like the next week, and like
Yeah.
everybody's talking.
so different. Yeah. Oh, that's so
Yeah.
cool.
But
What do you think that your like songwriting process is? Is it strumming first, like music first, or is it lyrics first?
it's a lot of different things, but sometimes it's mostly like sometimes I get a cool title, or I hear I'm like somewhere and I hear a conversation, and a great an awesome title just kind of falls out of the sky sometimes, and I'll hear that and I'll just
Oh, so you start with the title.
sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
And like I can hear, in that title, then comes the melody, and then comes the lyrics. Or sometimes it's like title and lyrics.
Yeah, I feel like the title would correlate with
it kind
the
of
lyrics.
carves out, like you might get like a third verse first, or
Yeah.
a chorus or something. But like it's always like a cool little puzzle,
Mm-hmm.
I mean I don't know how to read music. Like I understand music. Like I read, I get like rhythmic style, like lots of chords. I understand how to put those things together, but like reading and all that, I'm morally just like by feel
By
and
ear,
and that kind of thing. So a lot of times I'll just mess around and I'll play it with other people, and they're like, "What chord is that?" I'm like, like
It's this one.
it's this cool formation where these 2 fingers
Yeah.
are right here, and
I know one song on the guitar, and it's "Anyone But You" by the Moldy Peaches, and so it's literally just 1, 2, and everybody's always like, "Oh, which one is that?" And I have no idea.
I'm trying to get better as I get older, but it's just been almost like a therapeutic thing for me.
Yeah, and it seems like you don't need to know the chords. I mean, you're doing great so far.
I feel like I'm holding my own.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But
Who do you think your musical inspirations are? Who do you think affects your sound that you've listened to?
when I was younger, when I first got into playing music, the Beatles was what inspired me, like so many other people. But but Bob Dylan lyrically, like I remember hearing like Counting Crows' record. I mean, some people are gonna laugh, but like August and Everything After, I think it was 1995. I heard that and I was like, those are the kind of songs I want to write. Lyrically driven, melodic, that kind of feeling.
Yeah.
Like, and that was kind of what inspired me. And like, in my writing at first, and I can still hear a little bit of August Everything After in like a lot of the songs I write, but and Counting Crows and that kind of vibe, and Bob Dylan.
Sean Colvin is one of my favorites,
Yeah.
and I feel like the guitar kind of reminded me of her.
Yeah.
Your
Oh, thanks.
performance.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Richie Havens, like
Yeah.
I love his guitar playing. I like always, he just seems so free when he's playing those, the chords. His rhythms are so free. And then I don't know, I like the band, Bob Dylan, Tom Petty.
Tom Petty. Oh.
Those kind of things. But like that's what inspires my writing. But I listen to all kinds of stuff. I'm like always big into the Dead and Fish and jam band scene, but mostly writers. I like people that write good lyrics and good melodies and sing from the heart.
A lot of your songs are mashups, correct?
I do mashups. Like when I'm doing live stuff, I kept it all original.
All original, yeah.
But sometimes I'll venture into like uncharted territory and start doing turn a song into a cover and then do another cover and kind of like vamp on that like chord progression into something else and then try to bring it back.
But make it your own.
Yeah, and then try to bring it back to what I was. It's like makes it like a little game,
Yeah.
Like,
how do you choose what songs you do for the mashup? Are they personal favorites, or do you think that it's kind of just?
I sit down and I write I'll put like original songs together in a list, and then I'll take like cover songs and make a list, and then I'll try to keep those. If they're all in the key of G, I'll try to put like a group of songs all in certain keys and then try to like connect the dots and try to make it all kind of, I'm like, all right, I know that there's this group of songs in this key and this group of songs, and then just try to build it and try to do it different every time I play it live, and try to keep it interesting, rotating different covers and different originals with different covers. And it's just like trying to stray away from like the typical like pub thing. Trying to make it more live,
Add your
the whole
personal
effect
flair.
thing is something I'm been just starting to get involved in and trying to learn more about and try to add a different texture or whatever,
Nice.
So it's fun, trying to constantly build something.
That's cool. So you're performing. There's an audience there's a crowd in front of you. What do you want them to experience at your shows, or what do you want your music to evoke in them?
I want to try to make people feel things that they don't normally let themselves feel. I want them to maybe feel a little inspired or maybe a little bit uplifted. I want them to listen. I want them to feel something. Or come in, at least come in and maybe have something maybe changed a little bit on the way out. Or maybe feels. And it's funny. It's some nights there's people, some nights there's not. It's like a constant. My biggest thing is like wanting to make people listen. And if they can listen to it and feel moved by it. But you got to stop talking, people.
Yeah.
Shh, stop it. Terrible. But no, I mean, you know what I mean. But that's just or playing over a TV set. Everyone's like, yeah. You're like, oh, that's the Celtics just scored. But that's the life of being a songwriter, I guess.
A musician. Who do you think you that you appeal more towards folk listeners, or?
I don't know. I'm trying to get more into the jam scene. You know what I mean? Try to the festivals and that kind of thing. But music listeners, people that that appreciate jazz, blues, folk.
That are in it for the music, not the beer.
The folk people are, the acoustic scene really listens. When you get the opportunity to open up for someone, a little bit bigger and or a bigger act or play in front of a listening audience, it's always night and day. You know what I mean? And you can that's where it really feels right. You're like, okay, I'm doing the right thing. But I think the folk crowd, the acoustic crowd, but mostly a music crowd. People that are into a little bit, that kind of audience.
Yeah.
But definitely a music crowd. There's a lot of not pop, not blues, but just those everyone that goes out to live shows, festivals, that kind of thing. More, I guess, the hippie scene. I guess.
The hippies.
Yeah.
Do you have any plans of playing outside of Rhode Island, or where do you play the most?
Most right now I've been playing all around Rhode Island, but I'm looking to I've been starting to work into Massachusetts. I got some gigs lined up with Wormtown Brewery over in Worcester and at Patriot Place. They got me once a month at each venue,
Nice.
Until Christmas time, and then I'm looking to go up to like Portland, Maine. I'm looking to book
sick.
up that way.
That's a great
Portsmouth,
music
New Hampshire.
environment.
Yeah, Connecticut. New England right now.
Yeah. East Coast.
Trying to once I hopefully get this record out, I want to try to start branching further north and the ski resorts and all those ski towns and college towns.
So once you have the time, you have the name, you have the songs, when do we have like a rough idea of when we should expect the album? Or
I'm hoping for mid-fall,
mid-fall?
I mean, I was hoping to have it out this summer, but trying to coordinate with different players. I mean, I've got all my parts down. Might redo a few things, but I want to bring in a few other musicians to like make it, paint the songs a little bit more and make them a little bit more vibrant. But trying to like tag up with everybody is a hard thing. So I was hoping the summer, and then I was hoping maybe September, but now it's realistically looking mid to end of fall.
Nice.
Like four or five songs.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so album on the way.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to shout out while we have the chance?
No, I mean, if you like what you hear, come on out. Check out my website, stefancouture.com. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Stefan Couture Music.
Are you on Spotify or Bandcamp?
There's some stuff out on Spotify. My two old records are, but then they're both. I think they might be on two separate channels. So I don't know. But if you look up Stefan Couture on Spotify,
We can track
you'll
you
find
down.
it.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to work that out now and condense everything on one page once the new record comes out.
Awesome. And your next couple gigs, where are they again?
This Friday, I think I'm at Neighbors Bar and Kitchen in North Providence, and then I'm doing a private gig at on Saturday. But then next Friday, I'm at Wormtown and Patriot Place, and then the week after that, I'm at Graysale the following Friday.
Okay.
Graysale from 4 to 7. So,
And all those dates are on your website. So.
New dates being added every other day or so. stefancouture.com.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well,
Great.
thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much
Yeah.
for being here.
Yeah.
And thank you to our sponsors one more time, Trinity Beer Garden, Graysale, and R1 Indoor Karting. Thank you so much to the Parlour for letting us here. I'm Tess Lyons with Between the Notes, and thank you so much, Stefan Couture. You did a great job.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.